Hello, everybody, and happy Wednesday evening. Wow, it's been a couple of weeks, and I'm so glad to be back live with you all this evening. And for those of you who are going to be able to tune in and catch some of the show tonight, that's great. And those of you who are going to watch afterwards, I'm just so happy and blessed to be back. I had a couple weeks off. This is about 6 months since my radical hysterectomy for cervical cancer, and so I was in the hospital for about a week or so. We have had a small recurrence of cancer come back, so we're working to combat all of that, and it's just a journey. And so anyway, I was not with you all for a couple of weeks and just dealing with fun and exciting doctors and medical challenges, but I'm glad to be feeling much better and back here. We're just a week before Christmas, and everything is very festive and alive, and our facility has just been a buzz, and we've just been so blessed and so happy to be busy. So anyway, tonight I'm really excited to share with you. I've been wanting to have a show that just dealt with like the winter dry skin issues, dry skin rashes like eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis, things that can tend to flare up around this time of year. I really wanted to go into more detail on just general maintenance of dry skin. You know, throughout the year, our skin can fluctuate. At least I know mine does, and for a lot of us it does. You know, during warmer, more humid times of the year, we can be more normal or maybe a little bit more oily. But during the winter time, when the air is drier and colder, if we're not in balance, it's very easy for the skin to begin to dry out. If you tend to have more rashes and flare-ups, those things can flare up. So I wanted to take a few minutes with you tonight to share with you some of our products and tips that we have for helping to manage the dry skin blues, so to speak. I want to share with you a little bit more about, we're going to be talking a lot about this headed into the new year, and it just seems to be something, especially as I have dealt with battling cancer and just everything I've learned through internal balance, is maintaining this pH balance, you know, keeping a more alkaline balance inside of the body. And that can be really challenging. And it's not just about making sure that you're juicing or doing the green smoothies or just being a raw vegan. I think there are, you know, for each of us, there's a unique blend diet-wise that is best for us. And what may be best for me is not going to be best for the other person. But I do think that keeping more alkaline foods in the body and doing things to maintain more of that is imperative and important. You know, we're kind of around the holiday time where indulging in the sugary treats or just maybe more eating in general, or exercise and more enjoyment of family. You know, we want to keep our bodies in balance. So there's a few things that I do on a daily basis to help keep my pH higher, and I wanted to share those with you tonight as well. We're going to be headed into the new year quickly, and we've got a big new year, new skin sales plan, some really fun giveaways. We're hoping to launch mascara and stick eyeliner, really add to some of the cosmetics. So we're really excited about that as well. So for all of you who have tuned in tonight, I'm going to be doing, instead of the code word for the $10 voucher, I'm going to be doing giveaways with each live show now between now and the end of the year. I love doing the vouchers, but there are just some products that I absolutely love that I think you guys would love too. And so what I want you to do is, I'm not going to be doing a code word with each show, like the topic. Like tonight, we're going to be talking about dry skin. Is I want you to comment in the comment feed on the video on YouTube, or if you're not comfortable with that, you can send me an email to sarah@rawskinceuticals.com and just give me a brief overview of some of your struggles during the winter or not, and what you have found has worked or what you continue to struggle with. So for example, if your hands just get really dry and cracked, from washing dishes or just being exposed, or you get really bad dry skin around your ankles and feet, or your face gets very dry, or you have flaky patches on your back, anything like that, I want you to share with me some of your winter skin blues, and then what you've done in the past to combat it, or maybe products that you're seeking to help fit that. And what I want to do is take each essay, we're going to kind of do a little bit of a drawing, and based on what you shared with me, send you a product or maybe a small assortment of products to help really combat and treat that problem. If you're an existing customer of ours and you've got products already to help combat your dry skin, then maybe just share with me some of the other things you're looking at to help maybe achieve better skin through the winter season or just in general. So that's kind of what I want to do. So comment on the newsfeed or send me an email related to the topic. So tonight's winter skin. Tell us a little bit about what your struggles are with winter skin and things you have tried or are looking to try. Just kind of give me some of your story. So to jump right in, I wanted to, and I've got products, my camera and my table didn't quite meet, so I'm going to be bringing stuff up to show you. I have been asked probably, oh my gosh, it seems like several times a day over the last couple of weeks, handling the rashes around the hands and the feet. And it can be prescribed as eczema, a dry skin rash. You may not even know what it is. It's just something you battle with every year. I know for a long time, growing up and then in my college years and then even in my early years as a mom, around the winter time, washing dishes and getting my knuckles used to crack and bleed. And that was just something I felt like was part of my battle during the winter time, was that I dealt with the dry and cracked knuckles. Oh, it would hurt. And then I used to do, before I knew about the petroleum and the chemicals in the product, I used to use Vaseline or Jergens lotion or something and put the socks on my feet at night. They were so bad. And that didn't really help. And now I know why. When you think about combating dry skin and the red skin rashes, again, our philosophy is the raw vegan nutrition for the skin, is putting the raw unrefined butters and oils onto your skin that not just are the emollient to help soothe and hydrate, but have the vitamins and the antibacterial, antifungal properties and the antioxidants. So it's combating the bacteria on the skin, the dryness, the red and the flaky. So it's helping to kill anything going on the surface of the skin that is bad, simultaneously hydrating so that you get a long-term effect. Like right now, we're headed into really dry weather. I've been a little bit off internally, kind of sick, and my skin my hands and my knuckles have stayed very soft, and that's just through the balance of what I have done topically and probably internally to help keep that breakout from happening. So I'm absolutely convinced you don't have to go through these winter skin pains and rashes and dry skin patches, through using the balance of products. And you think about a moisturizer right now, everything's about moisturizing and keeping the skin hydrated. So it may not necessarily, we're not dealing with acne right now. We're not dealing with anti-aging. We're just attacking the concept of dry skin, attacking dry skin for what it is. And when the cold and the dry air hits, our bodies deplete itself of moisture on the surface. When that happens, the skin tries to self-hydrate, and when it can't, it gets red, maybe a little bit itchy, and then it starts to get dry. And then the more dry it gets, it can start to crack, and then the more cracked it gets, it can even bleed. And it doesn't, when you think about feeding the skin the nutrition that it needs, just like internally feeding our bodies the balance that it needs, when we're dealing with hands and skin and feet, you don't have to just go in predisposed that I'm going to have dry skin this winter. You can feed it that balance of not just emolliency, just going back to the total nutrition for the skin. So jumping right in, and that wasn't trying to be redundant, I think I'm just trying to explain that we don't have, as we think about moisturizers through this fall and winter, it's a whole concept, and you can really go through winter and have really healthy, supple, clean, and moisturized skin. And same thing with your hands and your feet, but it does require a regime and it does require a commitment. But I want to encourage you, for those of you who are new or new to the fact that we have products that deal specifically with dry skin, like our body butters and lotions, things I'm going to show you here in a moment, our eczema treatment cream to help combat the hands, the elbows. Really turn around and look and read the labels of the products that you're using. You know, I'm a big proponent of that. And look at your top 5 ingredients. You know, if it's water, glycerin, alcohols, extracts, none of that is hydrating the skin. It may be safe, they may be clean ingredients, but that's not putting the vitamins and the antioxidants and the nutrition into the skin simultaneously hydrating to give your skin that boost. You know, it's kind of like, you know, iceberg lettuce is a green. There's not really any nutritional value to it. It's not going to make you fat. It's not going to, it's gluten-free, it's vegan, but that because there's no nutritional value to it, it's not feeding your body. So it goes in and it may act as a roughage, but it's not giving your body the nutrition that it needs. It's the same thing with your skin. You can feed it something that's clean and that's safe, but if it's not nutrition laden, you're not really going to solve a problem. You're going to still just temporarily patch and end up with frustration. Okay, so going into, let's talk about the hands and the feet and the regime that I recommend. Now let's talk about the very extreme. Right now, let's say you've got hands that are just red, they're very dry, maybe bloody and cracked knuckles, or you just have a consistent problem around your fingers, you have eczema. We have got 2 products during the winter time that I recommend for that. Actually 3. One, and first and foremost, is the Eczemaceuticals treatment cream. It comes in this tub here. This is going to be a really rich antibacterial, antifungal, butter-rich product. So it's going to go in and kill the bacteria and fungal issues going on the surface of the skin. But it's got the butter riches that's going to help immediately soothe the redness and inflammation. Now this may not be enough because this is very heavy with the antibacterial, antifungals. Let me open it up and show you. So this is a really rich, thick, it's kind of got a greenish tone to it. And we always say to see the natural before you feel it. Our products, we have a triple infused herb complex that's in the organic aloe, it's aged in the oils, and then it's infused in the finished product. This has raw green tea, chamomile, calendula, rich anti-inflammatories that are in the treatment cream. And that's going to go on and combat the itch, the redness, the inflammation. Now, a lot of times that may be sufficient for the really broken dry. So you've got this eczema type rash combined with the dry skin. We add either an application of our dry skin salve or what is one of our new products, which is in our Bodyceuticals line called the Body Butter. And this would be for a nighttime treatment, and it could be done with like a cotton sock or a glove where you would apply a very liberal layer of the treatment cream to the outside of both hands. And then over that, this body butter, it's just rich with the raw oils and butters. Now, it's not going to have the antibacterial, antifungal properties. It's going to be more of a calming, soothing, moisturizing body butter. So it's really rich for the emollient purposes. So you'd apply the layer of the treatment cream and then the application of the body butter over and put your hands in those socks. And you may only have to do that for 2 or 3 nights. And then after that, really just get to where maybe you're using the body butter once or twice a day by itself, small application, or the treatment cream by itself. And that would be a regime recommendation for eczema on the hands, just a dry and cracked skin. This would apply to the feet. It really would apply to any area on the body except for probably the face. That's going to be a little bit of a different regime where you've got those eczema type dry skin patches and rashes. So the treatment cream combined with the body butter for the dry and cracked hands and feet. Now, for the general body usage, this is probably this is again in our body line, and this is the inspirational, which is one of my favorite aromas. We have the calming, inspirational, and energizing, and that's just the essential oil blend. We don't use essential oils in any of our lines except for the body line, and that just gives it a nice, fun fragrance. If you want a lotion that is without any essential oils, we have our baby calendula and shea lotion, and then we have a treatment lotion in the eczema line. But this is just just a really raw shea butter, organic olive, apricot kernel, avocado oil, just a really rich, hydrating. Again, we don't prepare products past 140 degrees, so you're still getting all the benefit, whether it's a basic nice oil like raw apricot kernel oil or olive oil or avocado oil, or some of the rich oils like argan and borage, tamanu, neem, hemp. We don't overcook our products, so you're not cooking the nutrition out. Just like when you cook broccoli or vegetables or fruit, when you prepare products, raw is best. That's going to give you the maximum nutrition for the body. So the same thing with the lotion. So again, this is just a really nice lotion. I use this every day, like after I go to the restroom, after washing dishes, just being at my desk all day at the office. I'm constantly applying the lotion. It just takes a small amount. You just rub it in your hands all over. This is just really good. After you wash your hands, it's good to put lotion on. At night, this is something, now at night, like right now, I tend to get pretty dry. And they've had me on a few medicines, so sometimes being on medications can really cause skin dryness. And so I would use the body butter over my whole body, like after the shower at night, and then a layer of the lotion is really good. Sometimes by itself, you just want to pick and choose what works for you. But we have the body butter, the body lotion, which is really nice, in the BodyCeuticals line. And then for more of the rashes, you know, your eczema, your treatment cream and treatment lotion. But this is something I keep by my desk. It comes in an 8-ounce bottle. It's really fun. A little goes a long way. These aren't water-based products. This is in an organic aloe, herb tea, and rich oils. So you're not getting any filler ingredients. You're not getting any glycerin that's just going to sit on the surface of the skin. Everything's going to absorb in this product. So that's what I recommend for overall body. Now, when it comes to the face, the face is kind of unique because each of us have different problems where we may be combating besides just dry skin. And that could be anything from acne to rosacea to just general aging concerns. Like for me, my skin is fairly normal with aging, and I was for a while using the RosaceaCeuticals Intense Moisture Cream. I'm now using our Regenecy Hydro Moist Cream. What's the difference? I've kind of covered this in past episodes, but we'll go over it quickly. These are the two facial moisturizers of choice for more of an intense hydration. So we've got a lot of other moisturizers in the lines. I'm not going to go over those tonight. We're dealing with specifically dry skin in wintertime. And most of us probably battle dry skin unless we have very oily and acne type problems. One of these two products needs to be on your shelf for the winter months, the Hydro Moist and Intense Moisture. The Intense Moisture is in the rosacea line. This is for the very, very sensitive, dry, skin redness, skin sensitivities, more of the inflammation and redness on the skin. This is more of a true broken out type dry skin reaction that is rosacea-like, causes skin redness and inflammation. This product is going to be heavier with the raw butters, especially the raw shea, the antibacterial and fungal oils, neem seed, tamanu, karanja, so that when this goes on, it's going to immediately soothe the redness, inflammation, as well as hydrate the skin. It does have some of the vitamin C anti-aging properties. So this is an okay cream. If you've got this on your shelf and you're kind of feeling like, wow, maybe I should have considered the Hydro Moist, this is a great product to use. Now, the Regenecy Hydro Moist Cream is going to be not quite as rich in the butters and not quite as rich on the skin, but very rich in hydration. But it does have the full vitamin C herb complex, the vitamin C rich oil blends, rose hip, the argan borage. So you're getting the full benefit of those heavy antioxidants, omega fatty acids, as well as the shea, coconut lippe butters to really help hydrate the skin. So this is going to have more of that balanced anti-aging dry skin versus just predominantly dry skin and skin redness in the rosacea. I'm using the Regenecy Hydro Moist Cream. I'm actually using this twice a day because our BB cream foundation that I wear, I have and 104 on my face. I almost forgot which color that I am. Um, the Hydro Moist cream, I use it twice a day because our BB cream foundation has SPF, and I'm not really outside a lot right now. So we do have a day cream with SPF, but honestly, if you're wearing our foundation with the SPF 20, I put this on in the morning and at night, and I use a pretty liberal application. A lot of times a little is going to go a long way. But when we're dealing with the dry skin, I massage it on and let it sit on my face. Like in the morning, I'll put it on like the first thing when I get up, and then I put it on, and then after the kids get off to school and when I'm getting ready for work, and when I put on my makeup, then it's absorbed all the way in. So this is the Regenecy Hydro Moist and the Intense Moisture. So just to recap, these are going to be your two facial moisturizers of choice. If you have any questions about which one to choose, just send me an email. I'm available to you guys all day, every day. I'm back in my office and back in the swing of things. So the last couple weeks have just been, whew, oh my gosh, crazy. But send me an email. You can text me. My cell phone's on everything. I text all day long. I'm very open to that. Email as well. And say, hey, Sarah, I saw the live show. I'm thinking about a moisturizer. What do you recommend? We have a lot of other moisturizers. I'd be happy to make a recommendation if you're not battling dry skin. Another product I really wanted to talk about that doesn't necessarily have to do with the dry skin, but in the winter months, we tend to really battle just those aches and pains. So, arthritis may flare up, carpal tunnel may flare up, where you get sore after workouts. Just being cold can kind of create those creaks and moans in the muscles and the joints, as we're dealing with just the winter cold and the weather in and out. And we have an amazing product. It's called the Apotheceuticals Muscle Rub, which is a hydrating muscle rub, but it gives that really icy heating effect. We do not use any chemicals. Our lines are chemical free, but with each product, I just want to explain again that with our muscle rub, this is again a rich organic aloe-based herb. It's got the cayenne, the menthol, the arnica, and these aren't extracts, guys. These are not essential oils. These are the actual herbs that we have steeped and extracted ourselves through the oils, through the aloe. It is steeped, and like in the muscle rub, the kind of herb complex literally sits in the pot that we cook it, quote, so to speak, in, and it just sits there and really what's the word I'm looking for? Decoction. When you make a tea that's with herbs, you can make a decoction where it just really pulls the nutrition from that herb out, and you just let it stew, almost like a slow cook of a crock pot. And this is going to give you a really good soothing, cooling, heating effect. Especially right now where I had surgery and just some of the aches and pains I've had recently with the recurrence that I've had in my pelvic area. This really helps to soothe the soreness, just to calm that area, but it also hydrates, so it's not a drying. Some of the muscle care products and things on the market can just be drying to the skin or cause itch and irritation. This is going to be hydrating because it has the raw butters. It is going to be soothing to the skin, but it's going to help really relieve, arthritis areas around the wrist. It's really good. Carpal tunnel, and this can be put on the face, whole body. Now mind you, it's got the cayenne and menthol in it, so you want to be careful around the eyes area, sensitive like open wounds. You don't really want to put it on open wounds. It might cause some stinging and burning, but just general rubbing of the shoulders, massaging in it adds some slippage, I think is the word I was looking for. You can use this and combine like with a body lotion for a good like massage, like a deep tissue massage if you're with your partner or spouse, or just you're a practitioner and you're looking for something to use on clients. This muscle rub, we have a surgeon with the Running Institute in Chicago who uses it on his patients after he's done surgery, for post-treatment. We've got several doctors around the nation that use it in their practice, massage therapists, chiropractors. So really, really good herbal rich product. So highly recommend you considering the Apotheceuticals Muscle Rub, and maybe that'll be something I give away to one of you out there who's been paying attention to the show and sends me your story. So that covers the basics of what we have to offer for dry skin. Also in the apotheceuticals line, we have the dry skin salve. And that versus the body butter, the dry skin salve is going to have some more of the antibacterial, antifungal properties. The body butter is just fun. So for those of you who want that little pamper yourself, it's absolutely going to help combat some of the dry skin around the hands and the feet and have a good, just feel good aroma to it. The dry skin salve is great if you don't want anything that has an aroma and has just a little bit of the extra antibacterial and fungal properties in that. So putting all that to the side, now I want to share with you some of the quick tips about making sure you keep your pH up inside the body. And these are things that honestly, over the last few months, I haven't probably done as religiously as I should, and I'm getting back to that. But there's two food items, and that is the infamous lemon, preferably organic, GMO-free lemon, and baking soda. And both of these are alkalizing to the body. Now, the rule of thumb is this, and they recommend, this is what I've been doing every morning probably for the past week, just kind of going back through a recurrence. Everything's kind of shot up to the forefront of what I need to be doing to combat that. And so in the morning, you want to juice 2 lemons. Do not buy the lemon juice at the store. Do not get the real lemon. This needs to be freshly squeezed lemon juice. Juice the juice of 2 lemons and put in a big, I don't want to label, promote, bottle of water. I keep this with me, and sometimes I'll clean and refill. So I'll juice my 2 lemons, put it in here, fill with the distilled water to the top. Guys, don't drink tap water. If you know, keep a good filter. I recommend just the spring or the distilled water. If you actually take, I've got a digital pH meter and a digital like TDS meter, because we grow sprouts and wheatgrass, so we're testing the water there. And you can also test the pH level of your urine. And not trying to be gross, but if you know, it's not indicating the pH of your blood. So there's some things when it talks about the pH of your body, but if your pH of your urine is higher, that's going to be a symbolization that the kidneys are functioning better, that you're flushing toxins out of the body better. The rule of thumb is you want to keep your pH at or slightly above a 7. And when your pH of your urine is slightly above a 7, that really prevents a lot of sickness, disease, and cancer from being able to form. And that's really important because, you know, cancer cells and sickness cells are just starving cells. When cells are robbed of oxygen, and they become more acidic, and they feed on sugar, which is acidic, or just the glucose in the body, and they mutate, that's when the body becomes more acidic. And so when the pH of urine is acidic, that's usually a sign that maybe there's some sickness going on in your body. A couple weeks ago, before I went to the hospital, the pH of my urine was like at a 5.2, a 5.3, which is really not good at all. And it's now holding at about a 7, a 7.1, just getting on the aggressive, back to the really heavy alkaline lemon juices. The baking soda, this is another thing. You can do a teaspoon of baking soda once a day or twice a day, and baking soda is extremely alkalizing to the body. It is not harmful. It actually helps with general indigestion. It breaks down acids. You can get, I think you can get an organic baking soda or gluten-free. You just want to be, I don't really know what labels to look out for. I get mine. I forget the brand it is that we have, or I would promote it. I'll have to put a little shout out to what we use. But in the morning, I do a teaspoon of baking soda in just a very small amount of water. It's got a really kind of sodium taste. It does not hurt. It just feels cooling going in. And that really alkalines your digestive tract and your colon. And you do that before you drink your tea or your coffee or anything else. You want to do this on an empty stomach. And so once a day, get your juice of 2 lemons first thing in the morning. Now, I drink lemon water right now. I'm drinking it throughout the day, so I'm probably doing anywhere from 3 to 4 lemons a day right now, just really trying to detox the body and make sure that I stay cleaned out and not allow infection, and just what I have battled, you know, to keep restoring itself inside of my body. The baking soda, that's something you can do some research on. There have been research that has shown to combat cancer growth, to disease growth, a lot of natural articles, and I'll be posting some things about it. But so much is alkaline forming in the body in the terms of your raw greens, fruits, and vegetables. Basically the rule of thumb is that anything cooked becomes acidic. So you want to, the goal is to limit that, especially if you're sick or feel like you might be battling something a little bit more, your body is off. Go more alkaline during that period to allow your body to heal. I'm going to be doing some series on probiotics and kombucha teas and juicing for the new year. But I just wanted to share with you those quick tips on the lemon juice. And Google, there are so many beautiful articles. Lemon is, wow, it's citric acid. That should be acidic. It is not. It's very alkaline forming in the body. Certain things like apple cider vinegar, lemons, other citrus fruits are alkaline forming inside the body because the acid pulls from the acidic base inside the body and it helps to alkaline the system. Lemon juice is one of those. And again, I stress, don't use the bottled or the store-bought. You want to juice the fresh lemons. If you don't have a juicer, you can get one of those little citrus things that you can hand do it. But juicers, honestly, today, because of their popularity, are very affordable, anywhere from Amazon to Walmart. Google it online, and almost for less than $100, you can get a decent juicer to use. And then the baking soda, I recommend just trying, depending on, this sounds kind of crazy, but it's only like $14 or $15, but get yourself a digital pH meter. If you're feeling concerned about sickness in your body or pH level, and you just can take, just like you find disposable cups and take a sample of your urine and run a pH test on it, and then test it again in a few days after you've tried your lemon and baking soda treatments. I guarantee you it will be higher and your body will just feel better. You want to be careful, everything in balance, because when you alkaline yourself quickly, it almost gives you like a rush of oxygen inside. It can make you feel just a little bit of that euphoric. So anyway, I think that about covers everything for this evening. I said at the beginning, so if you were joining us later, I'm not doing the giveaway code for the vouchers. We're going to be doing giveaways, and I don't know how many giveaways I'm going to do each episode. We're just going to kind of take it and see how many responses I get. But I'm going to be giving away my favorite things, and I've got a lot. Like right now tonight, the body butter, the muscle rub, the eczema treatment cream, the intense moisture, the hydro moist cream. Those are some of the things I want to do as a giveaway. You need to write in the comments of the video after it goes live on YouTube, or you're welcome to send me an email and tell me a little bit about your struggles during the winter as far as skincare or skin is concerned. Like, oh, I really battle dry hands and feet, or I have this rash around my fingers, or my skin gets really red and flaky in this one area. And we're going to probably enter everybody, into a drawing and draw a few names out from each episode. And I'm going to give you guys like 3 days or so to respond. I'll do a little write-up on it after the show and post it in the comments of the video so you guys know what to do. But I'm just really happy to give some fun things away between now and Christmas. And then we're gearing up for some really super giveaways, new products and new sales coming up with the new year. So I will be live again, I hope tomorrow evening. We've kind of had an off schedule the last week, so I know I want to do a live show tonight. And then after Christmas, we're going to resume back to the Tuesday, Thursday. So next week, I'll probably do a live show Tuesday evening. And then Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, I won't be doing any live shows. I'm going to be, hopefully with a computer shut down and with our family over the holidays. So I hope you guys are in a festive mood this evening and have found some of this information useful. And I wish you all a beautiful evening. I'm so happy to. There's no audience in front of me when I'm standing here in front of the computer talking, but I feel the energy of everybody watching out there, and it just makes my heart glad. So send me an email anytime, text me, let me know any questions that you have. A lot of you have made all of your purchases, and we still have some things in transit and getting last minute orders shipped. So hopefully everything is arriving well. And I wish you a beautiful and safe and moisturized evening. And hopefully you'll make a selection with one of our products and have better and healthier skin this winter season. So good night and God bless. And I will be back with you guys live tomorrow evening. Take care, everybody.